so thankful that you have tuned into my channel one more time. If this is your first time, I want to say like and subscribe. If this is not your first time, I want to say thank you so much. I have a new guest with me today, and he is most definitely a young minister, and he's doing great things in this nation. His name is Cameron Rolle Jr. And so I'm going to ask him some questions because I believe that these questions that I'm going to ask him are going to encourage persons who are coming up, who are rising up as young ministers, and this is going to bless you. So yes, I'm excited. Are you excited?
I'm excited.
Okay, so yes, the first question for you would be, who is Cameron Rolle Jr.? So tell the people who's Cameron Rolle Jr., give them a short biography about you.
Hello, everybody. Once again, my name is, of course, like she stated, is Cameron. So this question I usually get a lot of times. Who's Cameron Rolle? Cameron Rolle is just basically someone that has a passion and a desire for shifting the culture. I have a heart for people. I love people. So everything that I do is basically centered around impacting people and basically revolutionizing the culture. So that's just basically who I am in a nutshell, culture revolutionist.
Wow, this is good. That's powerful. So Cameron, I want to ask you, at what age did you start ministry?
I started Forefront Ministry at the age of 15, actually. And I think, 15. At the age of 15, I actually started Forefront Ministry. But beyond that, I've been ministering basically all my life, whether it was in a youth group, whether it was in just a youth organization. But Forefront Ministry, I've started at the age of 15.
Wow, that's beautiful. So how did you know you were called to be a minister at such a young age?
Well, I found out that I was called to be a minister when I discovered my passion to literally serve people. One of the things you discover is that when you have a desire for ministry, it first starts in the capacity of service. And so for me, my desire to serve people, my desire to see people fulfilled in their purpose, operating in their purpose, was one of the ways that I was basically able to discover that I had a passion or a desire for ministry. It came from me serving people, wanting to help people. So that's just one of the many ways, actually. That's one of the many ways.
Oh, that's good. So did you face challenges as a young minister?
I faced thousands of challenges. I think one of the greatest challenges that I faced was being young. And people actually honoring my voice, because I think there's this stigma that we have in the Bahamas where, if you're young, you have to wait until you get a certain age, or you have to wait until you climb up the ladder. But I think as a young man, that was one of the greatest challenges that I have. Just being young was the challenge itself.
Wow.
And there's so much different challenges, but I think that's actually one of those challenges that every minister, probably you yourself, actually face as a minister, young minister.
Yes. So were there times when you were overlooked by older parents because you were a young minister?
Yes, many times. I remember literally there was this opportunity that I had to actually minister. And I was on a panel with different persons who they had to choose. And because I was young, they said I had no experience, nobody knew my voice was. They chose the person that was much older. And so for me, there were many times where I was overlooked as someone being young, and I was not afforded many opportunities.
Wow. So did you lose any friends as a young minister?
I lost so much friends. Like I was telling you, I am still losing friends. Because what you will begin to discover is in ministry there should always be elevation. There should always be progress. And some people do not like to see a change. Some people do not like to see progress. And so I've lost many friends, persons that thought that everything that I was doing was just too much. I've lost friends. I'm still literally, y'all hear me? I'm still literally losing friends for the sake of being a young minister, because people don't think that it's something that is important and necessary, and unfortunately that is the consequence of being I wouldn't say consequence, because it can be a benefit as well. But yeah, that's one of those things. I've lost many friends, still losing friends.
Wow. So do you love ministry, or are you just accept the call from God?
I love ministry, even though it costs me a lot. But anything that is of worth and value will cost you something. That's just the reality. What you'll find is that when you embrace what it is that God has called, even though you don't want to do it, when you begin to embrace it, there's this love that accompanies it. And so I guess the moment that I embraced a ministry and what God had called me to do, that was this love that automatically just, because when you see the purpose behind why you're doing something, like a lot of times I go out and sometimes I see persons that whose lives I've impacted, and it creates that love, because when you see how well you've impacted someone's life,
Right.
it makes the whole difference. I love it. I'll give my life up for it anything.
Wow. So, what are the benefits of being a young minister?
The benefits of being a young minister is you get to be the expression of God in the earth.
Wow, explain that.
You get to be the expression of love in the earth. And so when we think about the whole focus of this Christian journey is to reflect the image of Christ.
Right.
And so as a young minister, you get to, when people see you, they get to see Jesus because of you.
Oh yeah.
And so the benefit of actually being a young minister is that you get to serve and do service unto the Lord, where the lives of many people are changed. Now let's be real. Which human in their right mind does not want to see people change?
That's true.
Does not want to see the world change unless they're psychotic. But everybody, there's this love, there's this benefit that comes from seeing people change.
That's true.
And that was just the whole purpose of Jesus' ministry, letting his light shine in all of the earth.
Right.
And so for me, there's so much benefits of actually being a young minister, but for me, my favorite is actually being the expression of Christ in the earth.
Wow. So, Cameron, I have this last. This is so amazing. I have the last question. What advice would you give to upcoming young ministers? Because like I said before, God is raising up some leaders, new leaders, upcoming young ministers, and they put God first, but they just want to know what do they have to expect? What advice can you give them?
Okay, so for upcoming ministers that's actually coming up, I say this to everybody. Before you build a platform, first build an altar. The altar is the place of prayer.
Wow.
The platform is the place where God gives you to actually showcase or present to the world what you've been developed in the private place.
Wow.
So I would say for young ministers, the first thing that you want to do is you want to build an altar.
Right.
Because when you build an altar, this is the place where God gives you the grace to do. This is the place where God gives you the empowerment to literally lead people, to serve people, to operate in miracles, whatever it is. The altar is one of the best places. You want to make the altar your best friend.
Wow.
Because what you'll find as a young minister, if you try to build a platform to be seen by men before God endorses you in the private, get ready for a short term. Endorsement for ministry first comes in the private.
Wow.
This is why the Bible says, listen, you don't have to showcase and tell everybody, listen, this is what I'm doing. I help this person, I help that person. No, true ministry starts in the place where nobody else is looking.
Wow.
And so be developed in the private place.
That is powerful. Listen, that shifts the whole video. That is powerful, Cameron. It's what's in the secret place, not to be seen. That is. Listen, thank you so much. This is good.
Yeah.
This is good. I'm so happy to have you on my channel.
Absolutely.
I
I'm a
believe-
celebrity now, guys. I'm on a channel. Everybody's gonna know about me.
So I'm really hoping to have you soon enough. But I believe that God is just going to do such great things in your ministry as you continue to put a person in your secret place. And I thank you all for listening. Listen, I thank you, even if you started all the way to the end, thank you so much. Like I said, like and subscribe. And we thank you both all for coming. I love you all. Like I always say, I love you all. Thank you so much. Peace.
Peace out.